Good Tuesday morning. Yes, Super Bowl week, still Super Bowl 56 at the end of the week. We will get you ready for that as much as we can. There was some more bad basketball to end the game for the Knicks last night as the trade deadline approaches. But we got major radio station beef. And I heard Al and Jerry open up their warm-up show with the same sentiment that I had, that we have to run to the defense. Not that he needs it himself, but I sort of have the urge to do so. Run to the defense of one Tiki Barber after Stephen A. Smith ended up threatening him on his show yesterday. What the hell's going on, man? This is what we need to do. We need to form Megatron at WFAN and take on Stephen A. Smith. I mean, how you going to go after our guy? Good morning, Boomer. How are you?
Good morning, G. Yeah, I'm doing well. And, you touched on a few things there. The thing with Tiki and Stephen A. Smith is really weird to me. I mean, because Tiki and Tierney have been doing a show for, 7 years now?
That's right.
And finally somebody heard them? Yeah. Is that basically what happened here?
Yeah.
All right, so
yes.
That's basically what happened here. And Tiki, I guess, is trying to, and doing what he would normally do, back the Giants, ingratiate himself to the Giants. He was there. He left with a little bit of a controversy after he went into broadcasting. I know all that kind of stuff. He spoke his mind about saying that the Giants were not a racist organization. So why can't he have that opinion? And I guess he took a shot at Stephen A., and then Stephen A. decided to take a shot at him. But welcome to welcome to the radio pit. It's the mosh pit of where, you have a point of view, you get it out there, somebody else doesn't like it, they threaten you. I don't know what the hell Stephen A. is talking about, but it's actually kind of entertaining if you ask me.
Oh, it's extremely entertaining.
Yes.
So I guess it started with Stephen A. Smith criticizing the Giants and in Tiki's eyes implying that they were a racist organization. Then Tiki came out and said, I'm not going to sit here like Stephen A. Smith and know nobody within the Giants organization and claim that they're a racist organization. And then Stephen A. Smith yesterday, I'm going to have Al read the quotes because we're not allowed to play them.
Oh,
I think in Al's voice, it'll sound very intimidating and get through to the audience. So if you missed what Stephen A. said yesterday about Tiki, this was it.
He said, chill out, watch yourself, and know who you're talking about. He also said, I know a lot of stuff about you, my brother, that I would never say because I have the decency not to say those things.
That's pathetic.
Absolutely
I mean,
pathetic.
Stephen A., come on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, God, I remember when he used to go on Fox News and he was like the enlightened one on Fox News for
really?
whatever reason. Yeah. I just...
You can't do that.
I mean, what is that? I mean, that's childish, man. That's baby stuff. Get in the ring with Tiki if you want to go fight the guy.
Right, of course.
You don't call him out like a little baby. You go fight the guy.
Yeah, I'm very surprised at that whole thing. Now, I mean, I know that Stephen A. was probably offended by the... Stephen A. doesn't know anything or anybody in the Giants organization. He wanted to fight back with that, but just say, Tiki, you're mistaken. I do know people in the Giants organization. I'm not just going to come on the air and say, he could have said that as opposed to, I know a bunch of stuff about you that I don't have the decency to say. You want to use the word decency and then imply that there's a bunch of stuff about Tiki that you know and then not even say it. I mean, that's Bush League crap.
Well, now we know why Tiki and Tierney came to WFAN and left CBS Sports Radio.
Right. So
actually people hear them, and when they do have a very strong opinion, that it does elicit a response.
Yeah, I mean, I lived that life as well. I mean, I spent 3 years over there, and then I've now spent more than that over here. And, of course, it's a totally different world. I mean, everything that you say, even a throwaway line, someone's listening to it. Over there, you have no idea who's listening, if anybody's listening. So, yeah, I mean, this is the new world where, for them at least, when they have strong opinions like that, it's going to get to people. It's going to 100% get to people. And if Tiki had said that over on CBS Sports Radio about Stephen A., it never would have registered. But the fact of the matter was, it was WFAN. Tiki said it's strong opinion, and here we are.
And he decided to invoke Stephen A.'s name.
Well, yes.
Yeah, that's the other thing. So, who took the first shot?
Well, see, I don't perceive. All right, Stephen A. took the first shot at the Giants.
Right. Okay.
Tiki then responded to Stephen A. by name. So, I mean, it's a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? But I guess if you're talking person to person, it would be Tiki going after Stephen A. first and saying, well, I'm not going to sit here like Stephen A. Smith and pretend Like I know people in the Giants organization. He doesn't know anybody in the Giants organization. So I don't know. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But, Stephen A's gotten to that point now where he is so successful and so full of himself that if anybody comes after him, he's going to do something like this,
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
Like he said, what? Yeah, I'm the king here. I mean, you saw what he did to Max Kellerman.
Oh, my God. He just basically threw him to the curb.
Yeah, exactly.
Kicked him right to the curb.
Yeah,
Said, get the hell out of here.
Stabbed him in the back, kicked him to the curb. That was that.
That's why he fits so well in this business.
Sure.
And especially at ESPN, because that's basically all they do.
But, I mean, it's like have a little bit of the humble nature to you.
No, there's not. No, you got to remember. I didn't learn. Actually, I should say this. I knew that this particular entity was entertaining. There's no question about it.
Yep.
But I never saw it like I saw it with Craig Carton.
Sure.
Craig taught me a lot about the radio industry. There's no question about that. Now he'll claim that he humanized me. Now, I don't know what the hell that means.
Humanized and tenderized.
I kind of went along with it. I said, okay, cool. That sounds good to me. But every day was a show. Every day was a stand-up comedy routine. Every day was like, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like, that's Stephen A. That's the other guy that works with Shannon Sharp, Skip Bayless.
Skip Bayless.
They just come in with hard takes on things. And, when it involves race and it involves, allegations of racism and racist behavior, then there's all of a sudden the floodgates open, and then it's like, let's go charging in and just start screaming about everybody. And I do give Tiki a lot of credit because he ended up trying to say, hey, calm down. Let everybody calm down for 5 seconds.
Sure. Yep.
And let me tell you my experiences, and let me tell you why it's not the way that it's being portrayed by others in the media. Whether, and again, I go back to Brian Flores, it's his own personal experiences that we're living through.
Just like Tiki had his own personal experiences and shared them.
Right, exactly. So, I don't know. The threatening nature of Stephen A. Come on, that's like almost comical.
Joke. I mean, it really is.
It's like how old is Stephen A? He's got to be like 50, right?
Yeah, easy, yeah.
I mean, can we act
Just
like
Google it.
I mean, if you have a disagreement with him, you don't have to, threaten somebody.
Yeah, I know. At the end of the show, too, all serious, you better watch yourself.
Check yourself.
I know about you. He's 54 years old.
Check yourself, Al.
Yeah,
check yourself.
Before you wreck yourself.
Yeah, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Watch yourself.
I mean, it's amazing that they're fighting over something like this. Again, it shows you that WFAN does have reach, significant reach. We all know that.
Yeah, so this was the initial Stephen A. take on the Giants before Tiki responded.
Okay.
He said, let me say this to the New York Giants. As an organization, when it comes to black coaches, I don't believe a damn word you have to say. There's nobody more incriminating than the New York Giants. That was Stephen A.'s initial thought. And
well, they've never had a black coach.
That is
head
true.
Head coach.
They did have a black general manager for a very long time.
Yes, they did. Who did not hire a black head coach.
Who did not. And then Tiki's response, as I mentioned, I was paraphrasing before, the exact quote is, I can't sit here with conviction like Stephen A. Smith, who doesn't know anybody in the Giants organization and claim that they're a racist organization. I would never do that. And then, of course, you heard what Al had to say about the big grenade in the thing yesterday, which was, Tiki, you don't know who the hell I know. That's what he said. Tiki, you don't know who the hell I know. I've been a journalist for almost 30 years. I know a lot of stuff about you, my brother. I mean, this was like cutting, what do they call that, Al, in wrestling? Cutting a promo? Cutting a promo. You don't know who the hell I know.
I say we put him in a ring and let him go at it. Tiki will kill him.
Oh, probably. Yeah. Yeah, no, he's in tremendous shape still. Although he runs that marathon slow, Tiki. That's what everybody says.
Yeah, but he runs the marathon. I mean, you can't run to the
I'm
coffee
not the one.
I mean, they'll sit here like in
I'm not the
judgment
one
of how
criticizing.
fast he runs the marathon.
I'm not the one criticizing him for that.
Right.
I've heard that amongst the marathon community, it's a talking point.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
Have you ever been around the marathon community?
No. Just a couple runners here or there.
Right.
Actually, This past weekend, someone said, I ran the marathon once. Then I looked up to see if I did better than Tiki, and I did by like an hour. It was crazy.
Yeah, okay. Well, at least you did it, man.
No, of course. I could never do that. I would be tapped out after 2.5 miles, and I'd probably walk one of those miles. So, all right, so now the deal is, so this was out there, before Tiki and Tierney ended yesterday. So they had at least, I don't know, an hour or so to respond to it yesterday, and they did not.
They didn't want that smoke. I mean, right? I mean, like, so.
But this is what I'm asking.
We got a Sal and a Brandon beef. We got a Stephen A. and a Tiki beef. They just were here for a month.
Yeah, no, I know.
And these guys are fighting with everybody already.
I guess so. Well, yeah. I mean, the Brandon Sal beef didn't really materialize because Brandon didn't want to play. So
that's what I'm saying.
So does Tiki want to play now this morning? Is the question. And I say, you have to. Absolutely have to. First words out of your mouth. Like, if I'm Brandon Tierney, I don't even, he'll probably do his whole, busy Tuesday, 877, the whole thing. You just got to lay back and let Tiki go at it. Be like, ladies and gentlemen, Tiki Barber in response to Stephen A. Smith. That's what has to happen. Now, is there a Sal Licata and Craig Carton beef now, too?
We got one of those beefs going as well. I mean, February is a dark month. I mean, I was just telling Courtney, our makeup artist, that,
Very lovely, Courtney. She coming in a bad mood, and she tries to lift our spirits.
Yeah, there's no question about it. But I was telling her, I was like, February is just a miserable month around here.
Yeah.
It's rainy, it's dark, it's cold, it's... everybody's miserable.
Yep.
Everybody's come through this long COVID winter and the
Yep.
surges and the mandates and the masks and this and that, and everybody's screaming at each other. And then on top of all of that, we have people within our own building fighting with each other.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, so I saw that you don't know about this, Al? You look at it like you don't know.
I am not aware of this.
Yeah, so I saw it on Twitter a little bit.
Oh, so
and
they're arguing on Twitter now?
No, I guess Craig was saying Sal needs to be in the studio. That you can't be good at what you do if you're doing the shows from home.
I second that. I'm on Craig's side on that one.
So then Sal responded to, like, oh, you still talking? I bring the fire no matter where I am type of thing. That whole deal.
But why isn't Sal coming to work?
He comes to work a couple times a week, I think, when he does
SNY. Here
SNY.
every single day like the rest of us?
I don't know. I guess maybe because it's the overnight shift. He doesn't work with anybody, maybe. I don't know.
I think there's something with the SNY commitment where it's not feasible.
Yeah, well, who pays him more?
Probably, I don't know, toss up.
I mean, like, what's his real job? That's what I'm saying. Like, what is
I don't know.
his real full-time
I mean, I think
job?
he probably
His
looks
real
at...
job is supporting his family, and he's doing the best he can.
And I think my answer was going to be his real job is both of them because he gets paid and it's important. And, I don't think he's making like James Harden money. So I think he's probably any shift he can get over at SNY is also going to try to take. And I don't think he doesn't. He's now full-time here at WFAN, so I don't think it's not like he's turning down his full-time shift to do SNY. I think that when it works, it works. But
I guess he's getting paid. Is anybody watching it?
SNY, I don't at night
when they don't have baseball.
Geico Sports Night thing, I don't know. I have no idea.
Like if he said something about Stephen A. Smith on SNY, would somebody know about it?
Probably not. No, probably
but if
not.
he said something about Stephen A. Smith supporting one of his coworkers here at WFN, would people know about it?
I don't think so.
I think they would. You
would?
know why? Because I think you'd highlight it.
Oh, okay. All right.
You'd
Very
be all
good.
over it.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, and I thought I heard one of the callers mention that Craig called in this morning to Sal, and they argued at 3:30 in the morning. Did anybody hear this?
I was here at that time. That did not happen.
That did not happen?
If it happened before, but I don't believe it happened.
All right. Maybe, I don't know.
There was
caller who
a
was messing
challenge.
around.
It said, like, that maybe, I don't know if it was Sal who put forth the challenge. Maybe, Craig should try to do the overnight, blah, blah, blah.
All right. Now we're getting stirred up, baby.
This isn't a battle I'm interested.
This is really...
But
Now,
I don't know if Sal put that forth or that was a caller. And then Sal did say that Craig has nothing to prove in the radio landscape.
so then I did see one thing that was interesting. Well, just a random Twitter person asked Sal, do you think that Craig wants your smoke? And Sal said, no, does not want my smoke.
Oh, he does want to smoke.
And then another caller was criticizing Al and Jerry, and then Sal came to their defense.
Oh, is that Hector again in Washington Heights who cannot stand the fact that Al won't pick up his phone call for the morning show and has to mention it in every single one of his phone calls? Like, just pick up Hector. The next time Hector calls, just put him on once.
But he doesn't. Here's the thing: when they call the overnight every night, as he does,
right.
it comes up as called too often. And,
okay.
Yeah,
that's
I don't
why.
even look at it.
That's why. So, yeah, we got beefs all over the place, and I'm not involved in this, which is great.
That is good for you,
These
yes.
are my favorite ones. Because there was a stretch there when I first started where I was beefing with everybody. It was Mike or it was Carlin. It was the two guys rolling around in the street, as you said. So, I mean.
So we can understand exactly what's going on with Tiki and Tina. They're just getting their feet wet.
That's what happens,
And now
man.
all of a sudden people are starting to hear them.
Yeah.
And, they have some pretty good takes, and people are taking shots at them.
Yeah.
So now if you're Tiki, you got to come back and say, kiss my ass, don't you?
well,
honestly,
in so many words.
Stephen A, KMA,
Right.
baby.
Right. They have some guts. That's what I would say if I were Tiki. You got something on me? Say it. Go ahead. I got nothing to hide from. You punk. That's what I would do.
You want a piece of this, you punk?
Yeah, you want a piece of this, punk? Yeah, I don't think he's going to do that, though, because Tiki's too nice. He's too eloquent. You notice that about Tiki, how eloquent he is?
Yeah, but see, the thing about it is, Tiki has a part of his life where he accomplished so much as an athlete and got to the highest level as one of the greatest Giants running backs of all time.
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith never did that.
No, he...
So, this is why, Tiki doesn't probably is like, am I going to get into an argument with a guy who's never really, as a journalist, sure, he's paid a lot of money by ESPN to create all this fire and all this smoke and all these hot takes and get Kevin Durant pissed off at him and everything else. Fine. You know how many people are ticked off at Stephen A. Smith?
Sure.
So now add Tiki to the list.
I hope so.
But I don't think, I think Tiki and guys like Kevin Durant, those guys, they've accomplished so much in other areas that, they kind of laugh at idiocy like this.
I would think so. But, I mean, that Stephen A. did cross the line, in my opinion, with this. And when you cross the line, sometimes you got to step up. So we'll see. Maybe
like
Brandon will do it, because Brandon's got that,
Kind of like a little bit of a child mentality, like, I got something on you.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
It really is.
Hey, Brandon is cocksure.
He is cocksure.
Yes.
Yeah. Brandon's a guy who walks around with his fly down and does not want to put it up.
Right.
Like that whole thing. Like, yeah, so what? Big deal.
He just doesn't want a piece of Sal, that's all.
yeah, that was a weird one. All right, Boomer and Gio on the Fan and CBS Sports Network.